Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and how are we all doing today? Well, today we are going to do another pack build, and we are going to do pack 7 of the Rossi motorcycle, and that includes issues 27, 28, 29, 30 and 31. And pack 7, wow, we are over 7 months into this build. It's absolutely amazing. As far as I'm aware, we're going to be working a little bit more on the engine today. That is really coming to life, the engine. With this being in 1/4 scale, it's a lot bigger than any of the engines I've done before. So this is really, I mean, only thing I've ever done bigger was the Terminator, which was in 1/2 scale. This is 1/4 scale, so this is going to look absolutely amazing when it's done. So yeah, we've got all this to do today. So this is my last pack that I actually have. I don't have any more than this after this pack. I am now going to be basically waiting for my next pack to arrive from D'Agostini. I know I do have more campervan on the way, but I can't get on the next pack of campervan until I do issue 32, so it's all an absolute nightmare at the moment. But there's plenty of other stuff to build in the meantime, so we better get started on this one today. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay guys, let's get started. So here we are, parts for issue 27. So let's get these out. This is the gear lever and some parts. Okay. We've got some screws here. We've got some R screws. They look like they need an Oria head on them. So we'll get them out. Now we've got the various parts here. That's come with this issue. Okay, so let's start. So we're going to need the engine from a previous issue, which I have here, all secure under foam, just to keep it, just to protect it. So if I just unwrap this, here we have the engine that we were working in the last pack. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to grab these parts here. Okay, and what it needs us to do is we need to grab this part here and this part here in this orientation, and then this, I think, even though I'm not right sure on this one, right, okay, so this is literally going to go onto here. Now there is a little notch in it cut out, so it can only go in one way, and then it wants us to put that in with a type R screw. So we need the Allen key. So I've got my Oria set ready. This is an Allen key screw. So I'm reckoning the one that we normally use, which is this head here, which is correct. So let's get on with this. I think this is going to be rather fiddly, but equally I think it's doable. Okay, so like it, just try and get it right. So it must be going on like so. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the screw down onto it just to make life a little bit easier for myself. So let's put this screw in. Okay. Will it go all the way? No. Okay, so we'll try. I think what it might be best to do is get it started first of all, and then line it up. But that's more or less in the place it should be. So let's start it. Even though I don't want to go down. So let's push it through a little bit. Okay. Do apologise for that noise. That's parts falling on the floor. Story of my life. Come on. This is very, very fiddly. It's a case of trying to grasp it and then somehow get it to bite. Let's try a different approach. Let's just try it on the table. Right, so I'm using quite a bit of force on that. So I want to get that notch lined up now. Now it's partially gone in. And then the rest should be more or less easy. Now that notch is not lined up, but it is now. So I'll just do the last few turns on here. Okay. So that is now properly all lined up. We need to bring the engine across. And basically this is the, well, I think this is the gear lever. But I'm not actually sure. should really know. But this is literally going to go in to, well, it's saying to there. But I don't know how that is actually possible. Without sticking out this way. Very, very strange indeed. I mean, they've got it around this orientation. And it's saying it goes into there. So locate the hole in the bottom left-hand corner of the engine block circled in yellow. The picture above fit the shaft of the gear lever part D into the hole as shown in the photo. Right. Now is this... I think I've got it. I think. I'm not actually right sure. But I think we'll pilot that one first. Right, so we'll take that out because we've piloted that. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Just like that. And then this, rather funky design here, is going to fit on the other side. But I need to make sure I get that pin lined up. Oh, okay, this could be easier said than done. Because the pin is not very visible. Now, right, so if I put that in there, I mean, that's going to move it, but if I put it in like that, then the pin is going to have to be this is not the best design in the world, I've got to admit, because it's getting it in there. Right, I think that's lined up. We'll see in a sec. I mean, it can't really go any other way that I can see. I'm just double checking because I think it's got to go that way and then push on that micro switch down there. But let's get this started. It's a very different design. I think that is aligned, I think. But the screw is definitely not going in. A lot of plastic junk coming out of it as well, which I'm not liking. Right, I think the screw is in. So let's try and right, it's definitely in. It's not very strong. I don't know. It's not very strong, and that's quite loose. It won't go in any further. But it's clicking it, which I think is the idea. It's just, yeah, okay. Alright, so we've done that part now. Next, what it says is fit the micro stick. Right, I think we've already done that, haven't we? Fit the micro stick actuator part E inside the engine so that the hole in the end lines up with the shaft of the gear lever on the shorter lever. Stretching from the actuator rests on the button of the micro switch fitted in issue 26. Right, so I think we've done it right. Okay, right, so we've screwed that in. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so next what we need to do is we need to grab this part here and another micro switch. Okay, and this is literally just going to sit in here just like that. Okay, and that is it for this issue. Just making sure that I've done everything correctly. Yes, I have. Okay, so we've done all that now. We're not using this part right now. So that is stage 27 complete. Okay, so moving on to step 28. Stage 28, we have the sump and sprocket. So I need to get the bit that fell on the floor by accident. And we're going to open up these parts. So that would be the sump. And I've got other parts that just wanted to fall on the floor here. Okay, so, well, that's a nice bit of metal. I do like a good bit of metal. And we'll just move these other bits to the side. Okay, so, I'm not too sure what they are, but I'm sure we'll find out very soon. So with this one, we've got some F screws and we've got some J screws. Now the F screws come with a washer, so we'll get them out. They're F screws. This takes me back to Terminator with these screws, it really does. And these are the J screws. Okay. Right, so what we need to do first of all is we need to grab our sump. And we need this part from the previous issue. And basically, we're just going to be fitting this just onto here with them two lugs. Okay, so turning this around, it wants us next to put this part in just down here. Okay, and then it wants to fit that in, if it'll tell me which screw it is, with a type J screw. Just move that out of the way. So this is just a normal screw head. Okay, so that's now in place. We're going to bring back our engine, and looking at it from this side, it wants us to put it in just like that. Nice, absolutely brilliant. Okay, and then we need to screw a screw in from this side, and it is again another J screw. So again, this should be fairly easy to do. We're going into plastic, so there's no need for 3-in-1 oil. Okay, so that's one of them in there. Does it have one on the other side? I do believe so. So we need to put another J screw in. Now it is telling us to do something else, but I'd just rather get this secured first of all, and then move on. Okay, so they're now all in place. Then what it wants us to do, I think we've had this on this already. Can't remember where though. But we've got these sort of lenses to put in. Okay, so it says fix the sump by driving a J screw into the tab as indicated by the blue circle. Then press one of the sight glasses into the recess indicated by the yellow circle. So basically it wants us to put one of these. These are very small, so I don't want to lose them. But it wants us to put one of these into here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get a diamond painting pencil. Or diamond painting pen. Just to push that into place. And then we're to do the same on the other side. Because this has got wax on the end of it, it won't scratch the perspex. There we go, and that's now in place. Okay, and again, that is result. Okay, we haven't needed this at all. That is this stage complete. So 28 is complete. Okay, moving on to 29. A lot of small parts here today, I must admit. Okay, so let's get these parts out. Right, so basically we've got another lens here. Get rid of that. And we've got some other bits and pieces here. Okay, so this is the inspection and access covers. The first thing it wants us to do is we need to get these parts out here. Try not to lose anything. Okay, so get this bit first, and we're just going to fit that into here. It's not angled or anything, so it should just pop into place just like that. And then I'm going to need my diamond painting pen again. I might just put a bit of new wax on it. There we go. Right. Okay, because we need to put in another one of them lenses. I'm just going to pick this up if I can. No, it's not wanting me to. Right, let me just put some more wax on. Right, okay. Should pick it up now. There we go. And we just can put it into place just like that. Very handy to have is one of them. Okay, so next we need to install this bit on the engine. Now I'm just looking at where this needs to go. I think it's on the other side. It's very, yeah. Okay, I think it's around this way. And I believe it's going to go into here. Okay, got some lugs. Just going to push that in. Just like that. Okay, so moving to the next bit. It is trying to find things on this engine, to tell you the truth. But we need this bit here, and we need this bit here. I'm just trying to see how they're going with this. So we want to put it in that way. Into place. Fantastic. And then we've got these little studs here, and they're just going to go below it. Okay, just going to put the other one in, and then I'll just use something just to push them down properly into place. I'd rather just get them in first of all, and then okay, there we go. And again, that is at this stage done. Wow, nice quick issues today. So that is stage 29 complete. Okay, so moving on to step 30. Wow, we're getting through these nice and quick. Might have to do another build up of Rossi. Nah, I don't want to fall behind again. Okay, so this is another pet. So there we go. Okay, so in this, we've got some type B screws. Not so much. I mean, we haven't used the F screws yet, so that's, yeah. Okay. I'm sure we'll be using them later on. Let's try and get them up there. Right, there, B screws. Okay, so this is the clutch housing. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get this pipe here. And we need to get this bit here. This is a hydraulic cylinder. Okay. And what it's asking us to do is we need to put this pipe onto this peg here. Okay, that's all into place. Looking great. Okay, so it wants us to get our clutch out. Well, the bell housing for the clutch. And we need this blue bit here. This is, again, another screw cap. And that is to be pressed in to just down here. Okay, and then next we need to put this hydraulic cylinder just onto these two pegs here. There we go. Looking very, very nice. Okay, so we've done all that. Next, it's asking us to fit this. So it will be on, I believe this, no, not this side. This side here. Okay. And it's going to be fitted onto there. Just like so. And then we need to screw that down with a type B screw. tough to get in, but it's going in. I could have used a bit of 3-in-1 oil, I suppose. Okay, so that's now in position, and that is the end of this stage. So that is stage 30 complete. Okay, so moving on to stage 31. This is our last stage in this pack 7. Get all these bits out. Okay, so this is the oil pump and connecting pipe. So the first part it wants out is this. This is the oil pump. Wow. Okay. Now, there's 2 parts to this one. Oops. Okay. So it wants us basically to acknowledge the fact of these 2 holes here. And then we're going to fit this one here more or less onto it. So I'm just making sure this goes in the right orientation as shown. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to fit onto there with the 2 pipes coming out that way. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so again, we need to bring the engine back across. Okay, because we're looking at it from this side, and it wants us to identify this hole here, this hole here, and this hole here. And this is what this is going to go on to. Again, it's another push fit. A lot of this is just so much push fit. Okay, so that's now in place. Okay, so moving the engine around this way this time, we need this pipe here. Okay, and that's just going to simply go in to, there's a sort of bit down there, and then a bit, these 2 pegs up here. The thing I've learned with pegs is, over my time, and especially with this build, with it being so many pegs and goodness knows what, is you've got to try and get them in at the same time, because if not, the other one won't go in. And then that fitting down onto the peg down there. And that is it. Wow. Amazing. And that is this issue complete. So, sorry, stage complete. Wow. So we've done quite a bit there. We've fitted quite a bit of the bike together. The engine is looking superb. That is, I mean, that is a really nice engine. Just makes you think how big this bike's going to be. But that is stage 31 complete, and that is pack 7 complete. Well guys, that's it for the Rossi bike today, and that's it for pack 7. Wow, a lot done in that one. I can honestly admit, it doesn't look like a lot, but there were quite some fiddly parts there today. So yeah, but it went all nice and smoothly, not compared to the Miura yesterday, which was a complete and utter headache and a half. So I really am considering not doing pack on Miura, because it does seem to be getting some very, very difficult issues on that one, and it's very, very hard to keep it doing as a pack. I think yesterday it took me nearly an hour and a half just to edit that. So it is quite tough, but I'm still going to keep the Rossi motorcycle and the camper van on pack builds. I'm just waiting for the rest of the packs to come in, and then I can continue with them. So that's where we are with it. But anyway, if you like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future issues. I do have a Patreon for the channel. If you like to join, the link is down below. There's also a membership you can do, which is just click the join button. And there's also a Facebook group that's in the description below that goes with the channel. That's Mark's Mods Builders group. Plus to the fact, in the description there is also all the links to my social media. There's a lot in the description, so just go check it out. You know, just have a quick read. Click on the link. You never know where it might take you. Anyway, but as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.